What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video on my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some fights for Saturday, February 25th, 2023. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best luck on all your picks for this event, for this day. Let's go ahead and get into the matchups. Going to be looking at UFC Fight Night, Krylov versus Spann. I'm just going to be going over the co-main event and the main event for this fight night. So Andre Muniz versus Brendan Allen, and then Nikita versus Ryan. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured out is I have the event title up top. I have the location of the fight, city, state, stadium, the weight class of the fight right here. And then I have one fighter, his name Gematria, his birthday to and from, his fight record, any type of win or losing streak that he's on, as well as his UFC record. In the middle is the last name head-to-heads. And then at the bottom is the other fighter, his name Gematria, his birthday to and from, his fight record, any type of win or losing streak that he's on, as well as his UFC record. Let's go ahead and get into the first fight. I'm going to go over the co-main event first, and then I'm going to go over the main event for the night. So let's start with the co-main event here. Muniz versus Allen. I'm going to start off with the guy on the bottom. I'm going to go over some numbers why he could win this fight. And then I'm going to go over some numbers why the guy on the top can win this fight. So starting with Brendan Allen and why he could win this fight. Today will be a day with 34 date numerology on the Gregorian. Mathematically speaking, type in 34. You find that it's the 9th Fibonacci number. And Brendan Allen, he can get his 9th UFC win for his career as he ends Muniz's 9th fight winning streak on the 9th day of his current age. So Andre just turned 33 years old exactly 9 days ago. He can end his 9-fight winning streak as Brendan gets his 9th UFC win for his career. The words Andre Muniz written out sums to 125. And Brendan Allen could become 21-5 for a fight record in his career with a win. 215, 125. They're just anagrams of each other. Brendan would get his 21st win for his career. 21 sums to 102. And his name, Brendan Allen, sums to 102. I mean, technically, with his name summing to 102, he can get his 21st win at any time. It doesn't have to be specifically in this fight. But if we look at Andre Muniz summing to 125, it could go along with him becoming 21-5 for a fight record with a win. The last names Muniz versus Allen sums to 51. And Andre Muniz could become 5-1, like 51, for a UFC record with the loss to go with. And going back to the 9s that I didn't mention, 34 date numerology on the Gregorian. 34 is the 9th Fibonacci number. It's the 9th day of Andre Muniz, his current age. He can end his 9-fight winning streak as Brendan Allen gets his 9th UFC win. At the same time, Andre Muniz would sit on 23 wins for his career with a loss. 23 mathematically is the 9th prime number. So you have 34 date numerology, the 9th Fibonacci number. Andre Muniz can sit on 23 wins with a loss, the 9th prime number, as he ends his 9-fight winning streak with a loss on the 9th day of his current age. And I think that might be it for what I have for Brendan Allen to win this fight. Let me look over it one more second here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and I mean, that's about it. I didn't see a lot for Brendan. There are certain key numbers here that could help him, but I just didn't see a whole lot stick out to me. It's going to come down to that 51, and it's really going to come down to the 9 pattern if Brendan's going to win this fight. And you can add on the 215 facing Andre Muniz 125. That's about what I would put for it, mostly. And Andre Muniz, he is coming up on a 34th birthday, so, well, not coming up. He just turned 33, but his next birthday would be his 34th. Yeah. Let's write out 92. Let's see what 92 sums to. 92 sums to 145. Andre Muniz sums to 145. So Andre Muniz sums to 125 and 145. Brendan Allen could become 215 for a fight record in his career, which is an anagram of 125. As he becomes 9-2 for a UFC record, 92 written out sums to 145. So that could be it right there for Brendan Allen to win this fight. Would just be the name Gematria for Andre Muniz. Also sums to 44, 92, and he can get his 4th win in a row to go with. So there's that. Okay, so there's some stuff there for Brendan Allen. All right, let's switch gears here and let's move on to Andre Muniz. What it would take for Andre Muniz to win this fight. There's an interesting thing with Brendan Allen. If he loses, he becomes 8-3 for a UFC record, like 83. And the best place, I guess, to become 8-3 for a UFC record would be in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada written out sums to 83. Las Vegas written out sums to 23, which 83 is the 23rd prime number. And if you write out the number 83, 83 sums to 130. And Las Vegas sums to 130. And UFC Fight Night, Krylov versus Spann sums to 130. So if Brendan Allen's going to lose this fight, it could really be that 8-3 and become an 8-3 for a UFC record with a loss. 83 in Las Vegas, Nevada, 83. Las Vegas sums to 23, 130. 83, the 23rd prime. 83 written out sums to 130. This being UFC Fight Night, Krylov versus Spann, which sums to 130. 83 also sums to 50. And it will be a day with 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. With 50 date numerology on the Gregorian, if you write out 50, it sums to 24. And if you actually write out 24 sums to 50. So 50 sums to 24, 24 sums to 50. 50 date numerology on the Gregorian. Andre can get his 24th win for his career. It will be the 9th day of his 33-year-old age, which could go against him on a 9-fight winning streak. However, if it doesn't, I would guess it's probably the number 33 that helps him out. 33, if you write it out, sums to 66 and 156. Muniz versus Allen sums to 66 and 156. It will be a day with 156 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. The 330th a day, which kind of looks like a 33. And Andre Muniz could become 6-0, like 60 for a UFC record with a win. 33 right now also sums to 60, along with 66 and 156. So he could become 6-0, like 60. And it will be Brendan Allen's 60th day of his current age, which could go along with Andre Muniz. Andre Muniz becoming 6-0, like 60 with the win. If that were to happen, it being Brendan Allen's 60th day of his 27-year-old age, Andre Muniz could become 6-0, like 60. Muniz would get his 10th win in a row, as Brendan Allen ends his 3-fight winning streak, 10-3 mathematically. 10-3 mathematically is the 27th prime number, it being the 60th day of his 27-year-old age. But on top of that, the number 24, if we go back to that number, 24 written out sums to 103, the 27th prime, getting his 24th win to go with his 10 wins in a row, 3-fight winning streak on the 60th day of his 27-year-old age, as Andre Muniz becomes 6-0 like 60. So that's what I would put for Muniz to win this fight. Muniz has some interesting numbers. Allen has some interesting numbers too once you dig a little bit more. Mostly coming down to Andre Muniz's name, 125 and 145. But that's what I would put for both sides on this co-main event. Let's go ahead and move on to the main event for the fight night. Sorry to interrupt this video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below on who you think is going to win? It's going to help with the YouTube algorithm. It's going to help grow my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let's go ahead and get back into the video. Nikita versus Ryan. I'm going to start off with Ryan, and then I'm going to go over some numbers for Nikita. So if Ryan was going to win this fight, it could just be his name, Gematria. Ryan Spann, written out, sums to 49. He could become 227, 22-7 for a fight record with a win. 227, mathematically, I'm sure you can guess, is the 49th prime number. So it could be his name, Gematria, that allows him to win this fight. What else? Ryan Spann in his 29th fight can get his 3rd win in a row, as Krylov in his 39th fight would end his 2-fight win streak. 3-9-2, 2-9-3. They're just anagrams of each other. Ryan Spann would become 8-2. Let's write that out, see what that sums to. 82. 82 sums to 39. It's Nikita's 39th fight. Ryan Spann, this will be his 29th fight. It'll be his 10th UFC fight. Nikita Krylov could become 29-10 for a fight record with a loss, as he sits on 10 UFC wins with a loss to go with, it being 10 days till his upcoming 31st birthday. So that could be something right there. 29th fight for Ryan Spann, 10th UFC fight for him, 29-10. Krylov could become 29-10 for a fight record with a loss, as he sits on 10 UFC wins with a loss to go with, 10 days till his upcoming birthday. What else? Oh, yeah. Las Vegas sums to 49. So this fight would take place in Las Vegas, which sums to 49. Ryan Spann sums to 49. He could become 227, like 227, the 49th prime number with the win. That also can help him out. And then his 29th fight, 10th UFC fight, Krylov could become 29-10. 10 days till his upcoming birthday. Sits on 10 wins for a UFC record with a loss. This will be Krylov versus Spann, which sums to 55. And 55 is the 10th Fibonacci number, as well as the 10th triangular number. So it could be a 10 pattern here against Nikita. Krylov versus Spann, 55, the 10th triangular, gets his 10th loss, 10 days to his upcoming birthday, as he sits on 10 UFC wins with a loss. That definitely could be it right there. In Las Vegas, 49. Yeah, that's what I would put for. That's what I put for Ryan Spann to win this fight. Let's move on to Nikita Krylov. What would it take for Nikita to win this fight? What's interesting about Krylov is that It's going to be the 356th day of his current 30-year-old age. And this fight is UFC Fight Night Krylov versus Spann, which sums to 356. And he could get his 30th win for his career. So in the event that sums to 356 on the 356th day of his 30-year-old age, he can get his 30th win for his career. He would become 30-9 for a fight record in his career with a win on a day leaving 309 left in the Gregorian year. Ryan Spann, he would become 21-8 for a fight record in his career. This is actually my bias number, 218. If you don't know about my bias number, check out my playlist for Gabby Batito. The number 182, 128, 218, 281. Anything with the number 2, 1, and 8 in it, or 8, 1, and 2, or whatever that combo of those three numbers are, I call that my bias number. Ryan Spann could become 2, 1, and 8 for a fight record with a loss. And this bias number does reach out into sports. For example, the World Series this last year, Houston Astros won the World Series on the 218th day of the Hebrew Religious with Framber Valdez as their starting pitcher. His name, Framber Valdez, sums to 218. We saw last year, not this Super Bowl where the Chiefs won, but last year when the Rams won, Los Angeles Rams sums to 218, won the Super Bowl. 218 is what we call the Squid Game number. If you watch that TV show Squid Games, the last sacrifice in that TV show Squid Games wore the number 218. So I call it my bias number because I just see that number pop up on, news, entertainment, sports, all kinds of different things. So, what else? Even though it's 10 days till Nikita's 31st birthday, it's a total span of 11 days till his 31st birthday. 31 mathematically is the 11th prime number. Could be a reason why he gets his 11th UFC win for his career. It being 10 days or a total span of 11 till his 31st birthday, he can go from 10 to 11 UFC wins. 31, the 11th prime. $39-3. I don't think it has number properties. Let's find out. Oh. I think that's it for this fight for right now. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you some insight to the co-main event and the main event for Saturday night. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys win all the money in the world. Good luck on everything that you guys do for Saturday. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video.